Hello everyone, this is CFxHD, and as you can see we are back in my Wolverhampton Wanderers career mode on FIFA 14, and we're starting off the League 1 season with a away game to Bradford City, who got newly promoted from League 2 last season through the playoffs I think it was. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty tough game. Well, that's what I thought when I started off. So yeah, I adjusted my lineup from the last friendly. I put Jamie O'Hara in midfield, since he's played pretty well in that game and he's a pretty strong player. And as you can see, I set him off, he's down the wing for some reason, but he crosses it in, the OP crosses, and I get my first attack in the game, and I've scored in the 7th minute. So it's a great start there and a fast start to the video. So yeah, 1-0 up, and that pretty weird celebration. I don't know why I do that. I don't know whether it's a horrible celebration, but yeah, we're 1-0 up with Bjorn Sigurdarsson away to Bradford City. So it's the perfect start to the season. As I said, I want to try be unbeatable as long as possible in this season, since I do have a pretty strong squad and I can, swap around players and hopefully still get those results. And as you can see, I'm on the attack again. Forces Sigurdarsson, but he hits off the post and Bradford just about could get rid of it. And I'm on the attack again. It's approaching the end of the half. It's just all me in his first half trying to break them down. The defence was pretty low back by their box basically, and it's me trying to do through balls through to my strikers. As you can see, I'm forcing them into pressure, into mistakes, and Doherty wins it. I find Sigurdarsson again and I make it 2-0 on the 41st minute I think that is. So an even better start to the season. Now 2-0 up, and this is probably like the easiest computer game I've played, because I find it pretty difficult to play against a computer on this. It's probably one of the hardest games to play the PC, since I don't know, it seems like the PC knows what to do, like knows all the OP stuff in the game. Like, they always run down the wing and always keep the defence really far back, so it's hard to make those through balls. But yeah, I've seemed to suss them out now, and I'm 2-0 up, so great start, and we're approaching half time now. 2-0 up, so yeah. Basically, I don't think I'm going to sell that many players, since I don't really need to, since I got Roger Johnson. He's been a bit awful in real life, but I think I'm going to keep him since he's great in the game. But speaking of defenders, I can see the goal right before half time with a terrible mistake on the right hand side by Doherty, and Hansen makes it 2-1 on the 44th minute. So I lost my clean sheet, and that was their first attack of the game. The defence was left napping, and he just crosses in, and they get one of their OP headers. He just somehow bulldozed through my defence and smashed it in the back of the net. So it's 2-1. And that's the half-time score. So this second half is going to be very interesting. So I decided I wasn't going to sit back and just hold on to the win. I wanted to. That'd probably make the computer come on to me even more. So I went more attacking, and I tried to get that third and maybe fourth goal. And as you can see, it's the first attack of the game. I was trying to do a bit more possession play, which I think you need to do in this game more often, since skilling doesn't really. It's not really that efficient in this game, I don't think. And as you can see, a great through ball to Bakary Sakho. It's a chance to make it 3, but the keeper saves it well and he gets it away. But as you can see, it's all me in the second half again on the attack, just trying to get that decisive through ball, slip it through to Sakho. Sakho finds Davis looking for that cross, and there's Doyle. If you land it on his head, he's always going to smash it in the back of the net. And on the 66th minute, I'm 3-1 up. So yeah, using those headers to advantage, as I said in the last video. So we're 4-1 up. Away to Bradford City with a nice header got by Kevin Doyle. So we could end up maybe getting a few more goals here to help our goals for Telly. You never know. What's the name? Goal difference could help at the end of the season. As you can see, I'm on the counter attack with Bakary Sakho, using his pace and his strength, trying to hold off all the players. He gets around him, goes into the box. Griffiths is in space, finds him, and he slots it in the back of the net, and that makes it 4-1 on the 79th minute. So I didn't expect this start, to be honest. I thought it was going to be a really difficult game, since like most of the pre-seasons ones were, and all the games I played against the computer are. But yeah, I decided go all out attacking, and that seemed to work pretty well, and I'm 4-1 up away to Bradford City. I do have some more chances, so I decided to put the best ones in. I get a header with David Davis, which goes off the post, and he manages to clear it away. But yeah, that was probably about it. I get a shot with Griffiths, just goes wide, so as you can show, it could have been more than 4 goals, could have been about 6, 7 even. But yeah, that was the full-time whistle. As you see, the goalkeeper clears it up, And yeah, so a great start to the season, a 4-1 away win against the League 2 playoff winners Bradford City and also Capital One Cup finalists. So yeah, 2 goals for Sigurd Dawson and Kevin Dolan Griffiths, so my 3 main strikers, getting goals. So which is pretty good. I can afford to rest them into some cup games, and you can see I went to my first cup game of the season. It's a Capital One Cup game against Carlisle United, who are also in League 1, who are struggling in real life, so I thought I'd change all my team up from the first game. I swapped all my sides. I just kept up Lee Griffiths, who made an appearance in that game then, who is up front, and I switched down all my squad just to see if my squad is actually good enough to handle all these types of games. So yeah, I think we've got a strong enough squad to be at least middle end championship team, and this match will kind of prove that, hopefully, in the Capital One Cup. I'm hoping to get pretty far in this. I'm hoping to about at least quarter final. As you can see, the defence has been switched around a bit and I managed to get through with the first attack. Akimi saves it well, and this is the last attack of the game. I cross it in and the ball just floats over the top, and that was the only highlights I could pick out in that first half. And there was only one shot in that half, and that was what they had just. So yeah, 0-0 at half time. Not the greatest game at all in that first half. So I decided to bring back Saka on to try and get that wing play sorted out, to try and whip it into Lee Griffiths. And here comes Saka on for forward. I probably do need, the place I need to sort out is probably my left hand side, since if Saka gets injured then I only have 4 to bring on. So yeah, I need to maybe get I've looked in the transfer market for a left winger and also a right winger, so in case any of our wingers do get injured, we've got a decent enough player to replace them. So yeah, we have a throw in here. The first attack of the second half. I find Foley, Lee Griffiths is in space, so don't close him down, turns the defender easily, and I make it 1-0 on the 51st minute. So great start to the second half, using those throw-ins to an advantage and those heavy touches from Kevin Foley made it go in front of him. Finally Griffiths, and I make it 1-0 on the 51st minute. So yeah, we're looking good in this Capital One Cup. I just need to hold on now, so I don't think I make that much any substitutions. I think I'll just leave these players on. And as you can see, Roger Johnson is playing this game, and I get this clean sheet thanks to him. He's a pretty strong player in this game. He's in my ultimate team. So yeah, as you see, nice build up here. Somehow managed to clear it, forced the Sacco. I have no idea what that was. I think it was a cross, I'm not sure. It looked like kind of a shot as well. But they managed to clear it. And it's Carlisle on attack again, and look at this. It took me ages to tackle him with Price, but I managed to get it. I was starting to get used to FIFA 14 now. You've got to close down pretty fast and you can win the ball off them and counter attacks. Just to run down the ring and cross it in to get the headed goal. So yeah, Sacco's down the wing, skim the player, tries for the finesse shot, but the keeper saves one, falls to Cassidy, but just goes over the bar. That would have been a nice goal there. A nice counter attack, and look at this for a highlight. Look at that lovely ginger hair. That's probably the highlight of the game. Oh my god, has anyone hair that ginger though? That's just crazy. But yeah, 1-0 up, and the ginger man's gone off. So yeah, do we hold on to this lead? Let's pass the ball around now, looking for that second goal, because I don't think Carlisle have that much attacking players to damage me. Cassidy wins it, finds Lee Griffiths. What does he do? He cuts inside, finds David Davis, and the keeper saves it well, and it goes out for a corner. As you see, on the 90th minute now, and the game's back to end, and there we go. I get the Capital One Cup win, 1-0 at home to Carlisle United. So we're through to the Cup, so it's a great start to the season. A 4-1 away win to Bradford City and a 1-0 home win against Carlisle United. And as we go into the second game, my second league game of the season, I make a few changes. I bring back my starting 11 from the Bradford game, as we play Colchester, since we got a good 4-1 win. And this is a proper tight game. This was completely different to Bradford for some reason. I think it's because it's raining. I find it hard to play in rain. I don't know why. It's just really difficult. I don't know if I play in rain. It's always, I don't know. I can't. The ball just floats away from me when I throw for 3 balls, and it just bounces all over the place. But as you can see, the game is underway, and Colchester have the ball. They managed to keep the ball pretty well. Found it hard to get the ball off them, but they make a mistake there, and Kevin Doyle's through on goal on the 8th minute. What will he do? I tried to cut inside, but the keeper saves it. Falls to Sigurd Dawson, but it just goes wide. Probably could have took a shot there. Took a touch there. But I just had to shoot straight away since the defender was onto me. But he goes wide, and I win the ball back here through Sacco. Falls to Sigurd Dawson. Goes for a fake shot, chance to shoot, but the keeper saves it well. And I'm noticing in these games the defenders of League 1 teams don't seem to be that well with the ball, so I decided to make my defence go high up and my attackers go high up on the pitch. So hopefully caught them out, and that seems to be working so far. And yeah, we're approaching half time, and that was the half time whistle. I got plenty of chances, but the keeper just managed to stop them, and it's 0-0 at half time. So I don't know what I need to do in that first half. It just seemed to be the keeper stopping me. I think I need to get closer up and maybe get a few crosses into the box to maybe give me a chance. So yeah, and now this is when the game gets interesting. On the 60th minute, they have a corner. They whip it in, but I managed to clear it. Sacco wins it, and I go on a counter-attack with Bakary Sacco. I'm looking to sprint away since he's got the pace. I find Ishmael on the wing, who's also pacey. He's got the 4-star skills. I see Davis in space, find him with a lob ball. I find Sigurdarsson, and I make it 1-0 with a brilliant counter-attacking goal. And now at this point, this is when the dodgy stuff happens. I hear my front door knock, and my nan and Grandad walking of all people. And my PlayStation 3 is in the dining room, it's downstairs. So at this point, as you can see, I'm showing loads of replays as I'm talking to my nan and Grandad. Since they're in the house, you can't just ignore them. It's stupid me doesn't pause the game. And at this point, you'll see what happens. So at this point, I'm talking to my nan and Grandad and playing FIFA at the same time. So I'm looking behind me and looking back at my telly. And like, I'm still doing pretty well, keeping them off for a few minutes. And I'm still talking to my nan and Grandad. They're keeping the ball well. And my Grandad was wondering if this is real life. He was saying, is this real life, Paul? Is this the Wolves in real life? I was like, no, it's a game. Looking back as you can, I'm all over the place. The ball fall through to them in the score. And that was all my Grandad's fault. I blame my Grandad for that 100%. Oh my god, I couldn't believe that. I was talking to my Grandad, I was so angry at the same time. Oh, he's like, oh, they've scored against you, Paul, haven't they? I was like, yeah, they certainly have, Grandad. It's all your fault. Oh god, so I'm back to the back level. It's 1-1 on the 65th minute. And he's still talking to me. And like, he's just like, Paul, is this a game then? He's just confused that it's like FIFA and it's not real life. And like, I had to explain what's going on. So I was on the attack, I couldn't really concentrate, I just lose the ball here, didn't pass it to anyone. And I go on a counter attack again. Here with Sanchez, what I think it's called. Still talking to my Grandad still interrupting my beautiful game of FIFA. And he slips it through. Here's Watt, crosses it in, and he makes it 2-1. So in the space of like 3 minutes, my Grandad comes in, I score, then yeah, I'm behind on the 69th minute. It's now 2-1, and at this point my Grandad has actually gone. Then I'm all attacking, but all my strikers are all up the pitch, all my defenders are, and they go on a counter attack. I'm always liable to concede a goal here. Now Ibiri on the counter attack takes a shot, goes off the post, and I managed to get rid of it just about. It goes out for a goal kick. And I just couldn't believe my luck at this time. I was on top, and the most stupid of distractions. The best excuse ever, my Grandad made me lose. It's just amazing. But yeah, I just couldn't get a grip of the game after that. I just kept coming on the attack. And look at this for amazing luck. Comes off the post. He tackles me. The keeper just sweeps it away. And I just about managed to clear it. So yeah, and that was the full time whistle. One of the dodgiest games I've ever played. I lose 2-1, and there's my unbeaten streak for the season. After this 2 games, I get 1 win against Bradford, but then I lose 2-1. So yeah, hopefully that's that loss out of the way, and I can continue after this. As you can see, I did have the most shots on the game. But yeah, that was the full-time whistle, guys. So as you can see, I'm in 9th place. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys, and I'll see you next week for my career mode videos, which will be episode 3. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and thanks.